This week's show comes from a very noisy DC Lomas in Winsford. We're going to be talking to Dean and the revelation that he didn't even know some of what MOT Manager did. Hey, this is Chris. Welcome to another show. We're on the road again. We're in Winsford, CW7, and we're at the home of DC Lomas. Just to let you know, we're planning to go around the UK to do these from more of our garages. Let us know if you're interested, and also give us a chance to do some seminars. If you're not on board with MOT Manager, we could be coming to a town near you, so look out for that. But we're here today. DC Lomas came on board with us back in 2017. I'm not going to tell you too much about the story because the proprietor, Dean, is going to be on the show with us today. So we're going to have a look around the garage, we're going to have a chat with Dean, and we're also going to look into some of the things that Dean has discovered about the MOT Manager system in the latter couple of years. So let's go and have a look inside. So we've come out to do the show at DC Lomas. Hope you've enjoyed having a look around the garage, and Dean's with me now. How long have you been at this site now, Dean?
Well, in total, Chris, at this site we've been here nearly coming up to 6 years now.
So we met back in 2017. We had our little stand at the Mechanic show in Manchester. It's not too far from here. And we got chatting, and you liked the idea of MOT reminders, and that key point I was making then, that everyone got an MOT reminder, because previously people thought about you do an MOT and you remind them, but the fact that everyone got an MOT reminder was sort of the original hook for you getting on board, wasn't it?
Yeah, and with the concept of MOT Manager, it's retention of every single customer. Whether they're coming in for a bulb or whether they're coming for an engine build, they're having a reminder. No matter what, as soon as they come in and we ask them, would you like being put on our system? And once they agree to be put on a system, then they get an automated text.
Now, it's fair to say we've got to know each other pretty well over the years, chatting and talking. And you've only actually been using our booking in system for the last few months, despite me going on and on about it on videos, messages, texting, every way possible, bar sending a carrier pigeon, pigeon even, over here. And you eventually started using it, and you didn't really know it was there or what it did.
Well, that's the thing, because I think that people are busy in business, so I try not to mither them. And if I'm mithering you, it's either I've got an issue that I can't rectify myself. So with me not pestering you for any new ideas or new development, it's my own problem to not know this information. So when I asked you, is there something out there what we can improve, you already had it in place. And to us to instantly jump onto an electronic diary, as well to, or over the weekends we get a load of MOT bookings, because people use our Facebook page.
These are online bookings, yeah?
These are online bookings, yeah. So we've got your URL number. People just click on our message now, and they instantly get a reply back saying, please book online if you require an MOT.
Yeah, and the online booking is becoming a huge part of obviously what we do. The cash and card thing is similar, so it takes time for card to become a bigger part than cash over the years. We're seeing same now with technology, so online bookings for MOTs over the next few months and couple of years, I think you'll probably see 90% of them will come in online as opposed to people telephoning.
Yeah, and as well, we have traders which specifically only use the online booking system because their time is consumed with selling cars. They don't want to be ringing us up, having a general chat for 5 minutes and booking a car in. It's instant. They go online, they click a button, and they choose when they want to bring the car in. For all of our customers, it's the out-of-hours aspect. Saturday night, 8 o'clock, they think, oh no, I've got my MOT due, I've just had a text, I'll book online. It's simple.
We do understand as well as a company, this software was built through the eyes of garage owners, that the lads, and we've seen them all working downstairs, and lots of women that work in garages as well, but the lads want to fix cars, don't they? That's what they want to do. They're not overly interested in getting bogged down in computer systems, but you have made MOT Manager accessible to them, and there are parts of it that they can use and make their life easier.
Yeah, so with MOT Manager in the workshop, we can see a digital copy. There are many other online garage management systems, but with yourselves, it is so simple that even people with educational needs, as myself, dyslexic, ADHD, that I've got more titles behind my name than the Duke of Edinburgh. But from that, no matter what your abilities are with computers, people can use it.
It was interesting. We were both at a conference recently down in Milton Keynes, and they were talking about there is a high number of people with dyslexia within the automotive industry. And it was certainly an eye-opener to me that keeping the software so it's really user-friendly will really help so many people access it and be comfortable using it.
Yes, and I say it's that diversity, because we're down at Red Bull at Milton Keynes, and the main aspect of that whole day was getting everyone involved in the motor vehicle industry. So whether you have got significant learning difficulties and you can't read and write like when I came into the trade, or whether you're super intelligent and you can read a book in half an hour, your program and what you've developed is accessible and easy to use by everyone.
Another thing that came out really interesting at the conference was the lack of mechanics. So we're seeing it all across your NHS, 100,000 job vacancies in the care industry, but the automotive industry as well is definitely having challenges. And I think the garages, the independent garages like yourself, and the educational systems have really got to start working together sooner rather than later.
Well, that's what was so interesting about the day. Everyone who was there wants to invest in the future of the motor vehicle industry, and that's where here at DC Lomas Limited we are desperately trying to invest in our future. In 10 years' time down the line, I'm riddled with arthritis at 42, so I can't turn that many spanners. I've got a lad there in his 50s. He don't want to be doing this in 10 years' time. I've got a master tech. He's going to be slowing down and becoming a service manager. The young lads coming up. We've got 2 other young lads here. Who are they going to train? And this is the diversity is we've got to get everyone interested in what the future is of motor vehicle. If you're interested in electrics, we're here for you. If you're interested in plumbing, we're here for you. If you're interested in interface and making communication between different components, that's where the motor vehicle industry is going. And this is where the diversity side of it, we've all got to be involved to teach young people that it's a fantastic trade to be in.
It's an interesting thing you touched on there as well when you talked about the plumbing, because quite a lot of my experiences speaking to garage owners is that we have so many different trades. We're a plumber, we're an electrician, and all the various other things, and welding and etc. And people coming into it, it's exciting, isn't it? Because there is an abundance of different almost sub-trades that you learn in the automotive industry. And
so from that, we give each of our staff members 15 days training per year. So we use the Euro Car Parts, LKQ, or Auto Education Academy, and we give each member of our staff, from the young apprentice to our service manager, they all go on 15 days training per year, and they can train on what they love. If I was to go and push my mechanic into Diag and he doesn't want to do it and he just wants to build engines, he's not going to love his job. So as well, with Laura down in the office, I'm not going to push her into doing Excel of business management, because she might want to learn of how an ABS system works so she can explain to a customer. And each individual person has their own unique way of learning. And this is why we've got the great aspect of using the academy to train people up in what they love. And when they love it, we become exceptional in everything we do.
Absolutely, and we at MOT Manager have been making some great inroads into the colleges and the education centres, and we want to add the skill that they can use booking in software, potentially create quotes and invoices, and when they come into the garage industry, they already have an understanding of how garage management systems can work, and it takes that fear out, like we talked about before. But thanks for, not opening the doors just to us today, because we can see how busy you are, but making time for us and coming on the show. And we've got a couple of exciting things coming up, so we'll definitely be back in touch to get you on again.
And that'll be perfect. And anytime you're in the area, pop in. The kettle's always on. And anyone's welcome. If everyone wants to come in, see how we're doing it. We've got nothing to hide. And we're going to show you what the future of the independent motor vehicle industry needs to be.
We've had an absolutely brilliant afternoon out here at DC Lomas. It's so great to get on the road. One of the things we did, obviously, before COVID was traveling around the country. We now do things more digitally as we've all had to adapt and change our businesses after the pandemic, but it's brilliant to get out on the road. Hope you enjoyed the chat with Dean here at DC Lomas. And as I keep saying, if you've got some input, if you want to come on the show, or there's something you want to talk about within the garage industry, or find out a little bit more about where we're going with MOT Manager, then get in touch and we can have a chat off camera. Maybe you want to come on the show. It's all absolutely fine. Just stay in touch, message us, and thank you so much for following us on this journey.